Letting go is not weakness, it's wisdom whispering, "You've carried enough." If your soul feels weary, not from labor, but from the weight of years, of regrets, of silent wars no one saw, then this moment is your invitation to peace. The kind of peace not found in perfect silence, but in the stillness that comes when you finally stop clinging to what has long expired. For those of us past 60, who've seen life in its rawest forms, peace isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. And yet, it eludes us, not because it hides, but because our hands are still closed around the very things that disturb it. The first thing you must let go of is the need to always be right. You've fought many battles, some worth it, some not, but in the end, being right has never hugged you when the night was long. It's never filled the room with laughter. It's never mended a broken bond. The ego, quietly disguised as conviction, has led more hearts into isolation than we dare admit. As we age, what we need isn't validation, it's connection. And insisting on being right keeps us from the soft humility that heals. Imagine, just for a moment, how different your relationships would be if, instead of proving a point, you offered understanding. How many dinners wouldn't have ended in silence? How many children would have felt seen rather than corrected? Surrendering the need to be right doesn't mean you're wrong, it means you choose peace over pride. The second thing to release is the weight of old resentments. You know the ones. They still live in the shadows of your memories, still stir when certain names are mentioned. Perhaps you were betrayed, or misunderstood, or overlooked when you needed kindness most. And you carried it because it felt like justice. But holding on to resentment is like drinking poison and expecting it to harm someone else. It steals your present to keep feeding a past that no longer breathes. At our age, time is no longer infinite. Every minute spent rehearsing pain is a minute lost to joy, to laughter, to the gentle moments we often overlook. Resentment hardens the spirit, makes the heart forget how to soften. You don't have to forget what happened, but you must stop living under its shadow. There is more freedom in forgiveness than in revenge. And when you forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace, something sacred begins to unfold within. You don't become weaker, you become lighter. The final burden to release is the illusion of control. You spent decades building, protecting, guiding, fixing. And that effort shaped families, communities, even destinies. But now, as the seasons turn and the body begins to whisper of its limits, the world demands a new kind of strength, the strength to let life be. To accept what comes without fear, to meet what leaves without resistance. Control was once your shield. But in this chapter, surrender becomes your liberation. You cannot rewrite your children's choices, you cannot rearrange the past, you cannot dictate the future. But you can choose how you meet this very breath. You can smile at the unknown and trust that not everything needs your intervention to unfold well. When you let go of control, life becomes lighter, more mysterious, even more beautiful. You stop fighting the current and start floating with it. And in that floating, there is peace, quiet, steady, timeless. So, if you are listening now, hand on your heart, eyes slightly moist from truths unspoken too long, know this. The peace you seek isn't in a place, a prayer, or a perfect day. It's in the emptying. Let go of being right, of carrying grudges, of forcing the world into your shape. And what remains is what was always there, patiently waiting for you to remember. The calm, the clarity, the soft knowing that all is well, even when all is not perfect. You are not too old to change. You are exactly wise enough to begin.